still wouldn't be.
Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition.
I think we might just be time for back.
Are we back?
It might. There's no way to confirm this. It might just be back o'clock.
Well, that's good. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, we're here.
We are.
And we're going to go down here now.
Yeah. So, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah. This is our Pokemon Red established Nuzlocke.
And we will be maybe joined by a disembodied voice here soon.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. But welcome back, everybody. We are here doing things. So, Nick.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Doing alright.
So,
I don't think I actually have anybody that knows, sir. Oh, I do.
right there.
No, sir.
Remember, you have to go and actually, like,
Yeah.
because Gen 1, you actually have to go
I
up.
didn't remember who on my team had it. And then I did remember.
I'm glad.
So this is my Pokemon Red established Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
And I sure did say a funny word there, Ian.
Yeah.
What's a Nuzlocke?
Well, you see, a Nuzlocke is when you take your brother and you put him in a headlock. I'm not actually going to do it.
No, that's a headlock, not a Nuzlocke.
But if you pull him real close,
You see, Ian.
you're like nuzzling with the lock.
You see, Ian. That's wrong.
And,
Can you tell me the real first rule of a Nuzlocke?
well, I guess the real first rule of a Nuzlocke, if it's not choking out your brother, is if you can only catch the first Pokemon in any given route, city, area that you encounter.
Yep, that's correct. Now, did I hear a disembodied voice come in? I'm going to take that as a no. I didn't do that.
Poison your orb.
Poisoned my I am.
All right, Nathan, give it to me again. I bet I can get this
Okay,
one.
Ian, can you tell me the second rule of a Nuzlocke?
Yeah, the second rule of a Nuzlocke is throw out your normal type using Surf against water types because that's the best thing you have in the situation.
Well, you see, Ian, that is also wrong. Can you tell me the real second rule of a Nuzlocke? You shouldn't be.
Yeah, we heard you. Yeah, we heard you might be muted, but we heard your door close.
Yeah.
And share the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So you can hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we can.
yeah, we can hear you now.
You didn't hear me loudly screaming about how you can start
Yeah.
now,
No.
and I'm here now?
No.
We heard your
That's
door
weird.
close.
Yeah. Yeah, we heard your door close.
You should be able to see us now, too.
I did a lot of hanging around and made a big deal of setting down and whatever, and you didn't hear any of that apparently.
Nope,
Okay.
It's not.
Just your door
I'm
opening.
good at jokes.
Yep.
Whatever, I'm here now.
Yep.
And that's what's important.
Don't do school, stay in drugs.
Yep.
Good bit. The actual second rule of a Nuzlocke is if something faints, it's considered dead. So if you combine those with the first rule that I'm going to go over because this bit has been dragged on and killed, is that you can only catch the first Pokemon in any given area, so that severely limits what you have access to. Now Nathan, being his very special self, decided that that's not enough. So in this rule, in this specific run, he added 2 more rules.
I did.
The first is that he can only have 6 Pokemon at once. if you were part of the Nuzlocke community or you've read into it, you've probably heard of a notepad clause or a notepad clause.
Yep.
That's what we've engaged here. So the way Nathan does it, he can only have 6 Pokemon at a time.
Yep.
He's not allowed to catch more. And if
Unless I have a team slot open.
right. And even if he gets to an area and his team is full, he is not allowed to catch a Pokemon in that area. And if you need to be careful there.
I did.
And if you're looking at the moves he's selecting, you're like, why are his moves all just the worst? Well, that's because he's also doing established run.
Yep.
So that means that he can't use a move that gets the stab bonus, which is the same type attack boost.
Yep.
So anytime you say we've got a great Snorlax there, and normally people like to put normal moves on him
Because they get a 1.5 times boost.
right. But Nathan said, "Nah, fuck that."
Yep.
And so if he ends up using a stab move, he's going to get
That Pokemon is considered dead.
right. So explanation done, and we're
You did a
good
good
to
job.
go.
I'm proud of you.
Explaining things in a concise way is majority of my job.
Well, then it's a well-deserved job.
Thanks. I like to think I'm okay. And so yeah, you're gonna see Nathan go through a lot. And if you're wondering where we,
Ian, wait a minute. Because I was shooting stars.
I get it. Good job. Proud of you.
It's a meme.
Yeah, there's probably not a way that we can have a better sound for any of that.
Yeah.
But
We will get copyright claimed for 8 foot steps long on his little soundboard.
oh, we absolutely will.
I actually do not have my soundboard set up because I have good news, everyone.
What's your good news, Rusty?
I have a new computer.
Oh, imagine that. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
I built a new computer, and I'm really. Yeah, Nathan lied. I've been
said-
talking about it a lot.
Like a liar.
And I am almost got it set up to where my old computer was. Soundboard is actually next on the list, and I'm thinking if Nathan and Ian are down, next Tuesday will be my return to hosting streams.
Oh,
Sounds good to me.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
So, shit, hold on. Need to prepare for this bit.
Yeah. No, we'll stop the bit.
Be my return to hosting streams.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. So, again, we're kind of at the base of our stream. We just kind of jumped back in. Nathan's surfing around, but you can actually tell how far he is by looking at that cool batch tracker over there. Now, now that's not the only thing we have tracked in real time.
Yeah.
You can
It's
actually
also like keeping track of my team down there.
we have a team tracker. Now, if you go to a fun little place called patreon.com/Pokelink,
Yep.
you can actually get this tracker for yourself.
That's correct.
It's a really cool tracker that we love the guys that put it together. There,
Yep.
some
And rumor has it he's got an update coming out.
rumor has it there's got an update, but there's both a paid and free version.
Yep. So no matter what your situation, you can have a automatic tracking on your stream,
And,
it automatically tracks generations 1 and then 3 through 7.
And he is current. They are always working to get it updated and getting updated to gens 2 and 8 are definitely something that they're working on there. So it's very exciting. So
Yep.
we definitely recommend that you go to patreon.com/Pokelink.
And even on the generations that doesn't have automatic tracking, there is still manual input, so you can still use it to track your teams in Johto games.
Yeah, we actually even use it on our Gen 8 runs. It's so easy to flip in and out and do.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we really recommend them. Jezebel and his friends are working real hard to do the thing.
And by God, is it done?
They do that thing well. Like we always joke and say we have the problem of it just updating constantly.
Yeah, it's almost like he updates so frequently it's almost hard to control.
Yeah. Like in the, I don't know, we've used it for less than 6 months probably. Somewhere around that time.
The passage of time is something I'm having a hard time measuring right now.
Yeah, time means very little in the COVID timeline.
Well, you see, some people are important, or at least get told to do our damn job anyway. And so, but anyway, like they've updated.
You don't have like fall and Christmas breaks after you've like stopped going to school, and the months and the years kind of blend together.
Well, or you can go work for a school that has one.
Yeah. You could do that.
But no, there's been I think 3 or 4 like major updates since we've been doing it, and there have been pretty constant other updates since we've even been using it and plugging it. So Coca-Link good, go buy please.
Coca-Link good.
Give dollars please if you can.
Yep.
And if not, we understand because world sucks.
Yep.
Do we have anything else to plug?
Good thing.
Got it all? Okay.
You do good.
Okay. Lots of talking there, lots of noises.
Good job.
Time for not yet.
What kind of naughty noises would you like to hear?
Are you trying to get the ballot? Like
I am. To get to Cinnabar Island from the east, you have to go through World Islands, and I'd rather not do that.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, he's not doing that to save catches in case things go wrong.
Saving a couple of areas like that is never a bad idea.
When you're doing, especially when you're doing something like the Notepad class that he's doing, he is really
having an area like that where I can just go get a catch whenever I want,
and it be
nice.
And it not be level 2. Is kind of a what.
Let's say hi to Mom.
He went home and took a nap.
Yep. Thanks, Mom.
And again, Gen 1, you actually have to go in to the menu. You can't just go up and press A. So you get to see the interesting parts of a established run.
And now I'm at +6, both special attack and special defense. And I can just obliterate.
And the Sea Kings still survive. But yeah, no, they weren't able to do a lot.
No, they were not. Bite this fish. I'm gonna bite this fish.
And again, Dizzy is fully evolved because Gen 1.
Yep.
That's the biggest bat you're gonna get in this gen.
Yep.
That bat gets legs, not double wings.
But we don't judge. But I'm actually more afraid of Sabrina than I am of Blaine, so I'm just gonna do Blaine first.
Well,
I can.
yeah.
I have the option.
No, Gen 1, pretty much after Surge,
Not even after Surge. After you beat Misty, you can do the badges in any order, as long as Giovanni is last and you do Koga before Blaine.
yeah. You have to do Koga before Blaine to
have
get
to do Koga before Blaine. I'm gonna go ahead and swap to flops. Do the flop swap.
That's why our badges look a little odd.
Do I want to learn Haze? probably better than Leech Life.
Yeah. I would say Haze isn't very good in this generation.
Haze is as good in this generation as it is in any. It's just not super great move in game because your opponents rarely stat up in any meaningful way. It's not a bad competitive move, especially on something that's kind of fast like that. If they, like my Snorlax Amnesia up some, then yeah, it could absolutely be a very useful move.
And because Leech Life is one of the worst moves in the game at this point.
Not a great move.
It gets better in Gen 7. It gets better in like 20 years.
It gets way better, though.
It does get
I'll give you that. It gets way better.
Guys, is there a move that has a more dramatic change in power?
A better glow up? No, I don't think there is.
Nothing comes to mind. Oh, I need to swap.
Yeah, that was
Super effective and worthy.
Did I just hear a sad crunch?
No.
No, that was Ian whistling.
That was me whistling.
Oh, okay.
I think Crunchy is pouting on the couch because
He got to take a trip to the vet.
yeah, we took him to the vet.
Oh.
Yep. It turns out he's got allergies.
Which is hilarious, and so on. If you know Nathan,
And I know Nathan.
it's so hilarious that his dog is the one that has allergies.
I also have pretty severe allergies.
Yeah.
What's your record on sneezes in a row?
20 some odd.
Like when he started, like when he does it at like a, you know, we would go to camps because we were Boy Scouts as a kid,
Yeah.
and he would start sneezing, and you know I'm over there prepping breakfast.
They didn't let me cook breakfasts while we were camping because I would sneeze in your food.
But like Nathan would get up and start sneezing, and people were concerned, and they would just kind of look at me. And I'm like, he's fine. That's what Nathan does.
It is how it be.
That's what he is.
It's how we do.
It's how life be for him. So if you guys heard our explanation about stab moves, and you're questioning, well, then why are you using Leech Life there? Why does that not count?
Leech Life and Seed.
Seed.
Yes. Now, I'm not prevented from using moves of my own type.
Right.
I'm prevented from using moves that get the same type attack bonus. So I can totally use grass moves that don't deal direct damage, like Leech Seed, because it doesn't get the 1.5 times boost from stat.
Right. And so, you know, that's why we're carrying things like Dragon Rage. You know,
Even if I were using it on a dragon type, it still would not be disqualified in this run because it doesn't get the 1.5 times boost from stat. Same with things like Side Power.
That's a good move. Yeah, it raises special.
Oh yeah, it does raise. I think it raises
It raises
special.
Yeah, because
I think it does raise special.
So that's a good thing to know right now.
No, because he's not using special moves.
It makes you more defensive.
It does make me more defensive.
You were gonna get
probably better than 5.
You say you're gonna get more usage out of it than you would get out of 5.
It's basically a calm mind in this generation, I guess.
Yeah. Which calm mind good. And yes, I understand that forever his main like actual damage move is gonna be cut, and that's just how Eggplant's gonna roll.
Which really what I do is I Leech Seed.
You Leech Seed,
and that's why I picked Bulbasaur as my starter.
Because I think
he got Leech Seed and power.
Yeah, I think of the starters, I think he was in this run specifically. I think he's the best.
Probably.
I like when Nathan and I start talking to each other like this. Rusty just lets it play out. He's just like, I will let the huge boys argue.
I am gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit distracted by something else right now.
Good. Nathan and I can carry.
I'll be real with you, Chief.
Nathan,
Yeah.
look at this island. It's all full of houses.
There are people here.
It's not been obliterated by a volcano.
Do I want to trade Raichu for Electrode?
No.
Now, would you trade the other way? You've got an Electrode.
Probably. No, the Electrode, he would give Electrode his Electrode for that guy's
Yeah,
Electrode.
he wants a Raichu, I have... Or no, he wants an Electrode, I have a Raichu. He wants a Raichu, I have an Electrode, so I can't do the trade.
Right. I'm asking, would you do the other way if that was an option?
I probably would.
I would have to look up the level up moveset to see if it's any better.
You would get, like, Slam. And while Slam's not a bad move, like, that's all you get. And at least with Electrode, you get a stupid amount of speed.
Metronome is not something I'm going to teach you.
That is a dangerous move.
It's a dangerous move in a normal game. It's a dangerous move in this game because it could summon a stab move.
Well, like, it always could make you, self-destruct or whatever. But yeah, in this, it could make you use Razor Leaf or whatever on Eggplant.
The only thing I have that gets it is peep, 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 peep. Peep, peep, peep. So we're gonna sell it.
Get that cash money, bling, 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 bling.
I don't really see that one coming. The door's locked.
Oh, right. Mansion.
Pokemon Mansion.
We gotta go learn a lot. It's a bit risky.
Danger. I like it. It's a danger.
So we said kind of way back in the very beginning that Butterfree was actually a good mon to get in this. Because does it get any staff moves anyway?
I think it gets like Gust.
It doesn't get any stab moves anyway.
Which Gust isn't even a stab move. Gust is no more a though I don't think it gets Gust in this generation.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
gets
a Whirlwind. I think is the only flying move it gets.
It doesn't get a bug move. Because there's... How many bug moves right now, Nathan?
Not many.
Are there 2?
There's Thin Missile and there's Twin Needle.
Oh,
and
3.
There's Leech Life.
Yeah. Sorry, there's 3. And 2 of them are technically on single Pokemon. They are can be considered that Pokemon's signature move.
Who wants defense boost? I'm gonna give it to...
I'd give it to one of your fat mons.
Well, I'm gonna give it to a random Pokemon just because
Yes, you
variety
do.
is the spice of life.
It's gonna go to Pip Pip Pip.
It's gonna go to Pip Pip Pip.
Weezing's a very scary mon. Muck is too. That's because Muck is fast. Actually, it's not as scary to this Pokemon, because he knows Swift. But, like, Mucks can just minimize and then poison you, and they're just bad. And, yeah.
This yellow sprite looks a lot better than its red
That's true of a lot of sprites in Yellow. They did a lot of refining.
Yeah,
Well, Nate's been playing Yellow
I have.
on his off time.
And I spent about 3 real-life months in Pokemon Mansion grinding for Blaine. So I'm intimately familiar with it.
Don't take that necessarily out of context. It was, a couple of hours per day. Or not
a
even
couple of
every
hours every day, but like maybe like 10 hours.
Yeah, it was not like every day, 8 hours a day.
And my Butterfree's still there.
How did your Butterfree die again?
So, I was battling Giovanni, is actually who I died against. I had my, he was down to his last Pokemon, it was his Rhydon, and I decided the safest thing I had against it was my Primeape, who knew a super effective submission that I was pretty confident would open.
Yep.
So I sent out my Primeape against it, and I used submission, and it missed, and he Earthquake. And then I used submission again, and it missed, and the Earthquake. Submission has like an 80 and so I'm like, fine, he's gonna Earthquake again, so what I can do is I can swap my Butterfree in, the Earthquake will miss, and then that'll give me a free swap to my Nidoqueen that knows Surf. I didn't want to use Nidoqueen originally, because I didn't want it taking a stab Earthquake.
Yeah.
Because we were about the same level, so it was close.
And he didn't use Earthquake on the Butterfree.
No, he used Rock Slide. So the Butterfree died.
So what you're telling me is Giovanni called your shit.
He did. Calcium. That is a special. It's going to go to Surflux.
See, I kind of always think that Calcium should go for defense, but that's just straight up because bones.
Bone?
I had a teacher in high school who ended up being my coworker for a little bit before he moved schools. Finally, after I joined the school staff 10 years later.
Yeah.
But he always said whenever there was a fight or disagreement, the phrase, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
His was milk and bricks. Like, we should be saying things that build each other up. Like milk and bricks do. Milk builds strong bones, and bricks build strong foundations. And if you're saying something that isn't milk or bricks, then don't say it.
Okay. I understand the sentiment. I think it's a bit of a journey to get there.
Oh, it's a trek. And the first time he said it, it was without context. He had moved, I guess, from Jersey, where it's a little bit more of a common phrase he said.
So,
But he said it without context the first time. And we were, like 15, 16-year-old. Well, no, this would have been in 9th grade. So like 12, 13-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And we're like,
What?
Pardon, sir, what did you just say?
What did you say to me?
So he didn't say milk and bricks. He said,
No, he
hey,
did.
it's milk and bricks.
Yeah, he said both.
Yeah.
It was both ways. But the first time it was definitely more of a like, hey, milk and bricks.
Okay, that does sound quite funny.
I do kind
And
of.
we were just like,
Sir, you're gonna
Pardon,
have
Tom?
to illuminate us on that one.
Can you illuminate us a little bit on that? Can you?
Listen, I don't know what you just said, sir. You're gonna have to explain it. In fact, I think somebody did say that, and he was so confident that it was a normal phrase. If my memory is correct, it's been a long time now. But somebody did say, like, that's weird what you just said. And he asked somebody else in the class to explain it. Like, he was sure, he was so sure that it was a normal thing, that he was ironically trying to make fun of this other kid for not knowing it. Yeah. And we were all just like,
Nah, dude.
I always forget which hole to fall down here.
I believe it's...
I think it's the one hole.
I am always wrong. Maybe we shouldn't talk about the holes to fall down on.
I believe I picked the wrong one. Noticed I am not messing with these coffins at all.
Motherfuckers gonna explode.
I ain't about that.
They go and they go and kill people. Specifically your mom, and you're like, damn it!
Yeah. No.
Do you like my representation of what topics do?
It was very anime.
What up?
Fight a horse. It's what I want to do.
I don't necessarily think it is.
So, obviously this is like a rundown mansion that animals have gotten into. How do you think horses got onto this tiny island?
They swim.
Fire horses swam over here?
No, Nathan, they ran. Rusty's incorrect.
So you believe that Ponyta is fast enough to run across water?
They're rocks.
There are rocks.
Actually, I'm gonna stand by swimming.
You think Ponyta swam across?
Yes,
Ponyta
but not in
fire
the ocean. Not in the ocean.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a volcano on the island.
there is.
And volcanoes have systems of lava and magma that flow underneath the surface.
So what you're saying is a mainland Ponyta somehow found just a vein of magma in mainland Kanto, used that to swim underground and get to the volcano on Cinnabar Island, and then kind of birthed out of it? Is that what you're telling me happened, Rusty?
I think it galloped out of it.
Now they're rocks.
Yes, Ian, there are rocks.
Motherfucker ran on rocks, Nathan. You know those rocks that you kept serpentining back and forth on?
Yep.
Motherfucker ran on rocks.
Did he now?
Now tell me, which one of those two situations are more likely?
Yeah, you know, Ian, I can't say I really know which one would be more likely.
Which one do you think is more likely to show up in a Pokedex entry? Boom! I win!
Yes, Rusty, we don't let 10-year-olds make decisions for that reason.
Who's getting faster?
Blazer could so fast he can kick 1,000 times a second! And that's a very 10-year-old thing. Get it. Love it. Let 10-year-olds be 10-year-olds. But don't necessarily let the word be gospel.
Hey, so question: can you hear when my Facebook Messenger goes off?
I have not been.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You should not be. If you do, let me know. I'm trying to fix it so that my Windows alerts do not get broadcast on stream like they were the other day. On my old computer.
Oh. So that's the old and busted, and you've got the new hotness?
Yeah.
Surf flops and Pip Pip can both know Blizzard.
Well, we knew Pip to know Blizzard. At least next gen. Because when you fight Red,
I don't think the
Snorlax
in
knows
Gen
Blizzard.
in Gen 2, I don't know if it does. In Gen 4, it does because it uses the hail. But the hail doesn't exist in Gen 4.
So do you think if weather
Yeah.
had been introduced in a more recent generation, do you think they would treat it like Mega Evolution and Gigantamaxing
No.
and all that stuff where it's only allowed in that gen?
No, I think weather would have been treated like the terrains.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we do have, like, terrains are real similar to weather mechanically, and we did have them introduced pretty recently, and they are recurring mechanics now. Like, okay,
Was it Gen 6?
you're right. You're right.
Grass, Misty, and electric terrain were introduced in Gen 6, and then Psychic was introduced in Gen 7.
That's what I thought I remembered.
And in Gen 6, people kind of saw it as a gift. It wasn't really anything that took advantage. I actually, in Gen 6, built a doubles electric type team around electric terrain and had some success with it. I believe this is Solar Beam. I can give it to Pip Pip Pip, I can give it to Butterfree, and I can't give it to Eggplant. Hey, I found a secret key.
Secret. Yes, we run from Weezing because
I guess there's no reason to mess with the self-destruct.
kind of fuck your shit up.
Ain't got no need to.
You're out of
So they do something kind of neat to open up the gate. Go down here and do that.
I think you.
A secret switch, press it, who wouldn't? If I go out these steps, go over here. Fight my way through some dogs. Some horses. And I go out this wall, it automatically takes me outside. Somehow.
Secrets.
I'm gonna go back in there because there are a couple of training rooms.
I'm gonna try to get you a Moltres.
Moltres is not in here.
Nope.
this generation, Moltres is in Victory Road.
Also, you can't catch a Moltres because of the self-imposed rules you have put on yourself.
I could technically repel to it.
If you had a respawn party.
Yeah, if I had a free spot party. If I really wanted to, I could save the power plant and repel to Zapdos and get it. If I really wanted to, like, cheat. Button.
Good. Push press.
Fight this guy in his fox.
Beat him. Good job.
February 6th, you gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. Mewtwo's birthday's coming up. We need to get him a present. Hey, Rusty,
Hey, what?
if you had to give a birthday present to Mewtwo, what would you give him?
Loving parents.
Rusty,
What?
where do you go to get loving parents?
Go to Loving Parents store.
I don't know. But I know that there's one thing that Mewtwo didn't have.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, you approach a potential set of beautiful, caring parents. Oh god, I can't escape. Snorlax too slow. And you're like, so this is a problem child. First of all, not a child, genetic mutant with the power to destroy an entire island.
And way more than that.
Killed the scientists who created him, so he's got some baggage.
Well, they did.
But it is his birthday next week, so, you know, you're thinking maybe you might be able to take him in?
Listen, has had connection with one human that got out of the way of his devastating telekinetic blast and died for a minute. But he got better. The kid got better. The kid got better.
Everything turned out okay in the end. I mean, sure, he erased his memory, but, you know.
But he also learned a lesson.
Yeah.
Has a sick voice. Like, his voice is dope.
He was quoted by a presidential candidate during the race years ago.
You're thinking of the quote from Herman Cain?
I am.
And it wasn't that movie, it was Pokemon the Movie 2000, where he quoted a song from the line from the soundtrack.
Oh.
I don't think there are any more trainers. I think it's just done.
I love it when you try to make a perfectly crafted joke and then It turns out you used salt water instead of...
Actually...
Nathan did actually in there.
I don't know who's saying that, but yes, it was red.
He's winged robot.
Oh, hey, Colin. I can stand on this tile now.
Okay, but now
I
go
should
back
be
down.
monitoring chat, huh?
Okay, so go back down.
Yep.
Okay, go up. Now go left. Go all the way left. See?
Yeah.
They're not rocks. They're barriers, and they go all the way north.
These?
Yeah.
So you're saying a ponytail just kind of hopped along?
Yeah.
Why would a ponytail do that? There's
You
no,
didn't
like,
ask me to give you...
grasses over here, Ian.
You didn't ask me to give you a good justification or a good reason to why they were there.
Justification.
You asked for a reason why ponytails are on the... How ponytails got on the island, and I gave you an answer. You're just a coward and won't accept it.
Yep, you caught me.
I posit that I gave you a better answer.
I posit that you can think that. I almost said something kind of mean. And then
So, how do animals become invasive species on real-life islands?
normally,
They're transplanted by dumbasses.
So I think that's probably the most parsimonious explanation as to why there are ponytails on Cinnabar Island.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
yeah, Nathan, but run on barriers. Or
Do you think
lava
the dumbass's name starts with B and ends with Lane?
It's possible.
He was also involved in other horrific experiments going on this island that
Yeah.
may have
Me too.
resulted in the birth of a monster that doesn't have living parents.
Possibly.
Mewtwo's not a... I don't like you calling Mewtwo a monster.
Mewtwo is literally a monster because it is a pocket
I was gonna
monster.
say, it is literally a pocket monster.
There was a reason... Listen, I know. There was a reason that I stopped and had to think of what I was going to say there. I was going to say Mewtwo's not a monster, but then I changed up because technically he is. Was she wearing heels?
Yes, that was a beauty. There's not a dedicated swimmer class in Gen 1, so they're like beauties or campers or whatever.
Okay.
I believe the Gen 3 remakes changed. They made a dedicated swimmer class.
They did.
Which is probably a good change.
I'm just saying, a practical lady like that would not have heels out in the water.
I think it's understood they're not actually dressed like that. Why make two sprites?
I don't know if the game could have handled another sprite being in it.
I don't know, they squirreled away a whole Pokemon and its data without the directors knowing about it. Hid it under a trunk in Vermilion. Talking about Mew.
I get it.
Yeah, you're talking about Mew 3, one of the Pokemons.
Yep. Even Charcoal.
I remember Charcoal being the big thing. Like,
Yeah, you
there was
just
a way to get it by evolving your Charizard. You
And,
had to...
You have to beat the Elite Four 10 times and give it a Moonstone or something.
Well, and like, and you had it had to be level 100 because it got above level 100.
Yeah, that was the thing that I remembered was... The two things that I didn't like was, one, you had to get it to level 100 and something. which I was like, it only goes to 100. And then your dragon becomes a horse?
See, the rumor I always heard as a kid is that Charcoal was just like a normal Charizard, but it had the kind of coloration of the clone Charizard from the movie.
That was an evolution in that.
Kind of had like, because like the one in the movie had like a pattern to it.
All of the clones.
Yeah, the clone starter evolutions.
What I had heard was that it was like a... it had most of Rapidash's sprite, but like Charizard's head.
I'm really worried about him. I have PvP.
Nathan, what's Blaine's nickname?
The hot-headed quizmaster or something like that.
Exactly, the hot-headed quizmaster.
Oh, Nathan's good.
Highest is Arcanine at 47.
That's in red and blue.
Yes. Red, blue, green.
I don't care about this.
Yellow. He does have more Pokemon in this. This one.
Everything's about 10 levels higher.
Not quite 10 levels.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
It's one that I have been struggling with a lot in the last couple of days.
Yep.
Due to what I have been doing in my own life.
Yep.
When does it stop being laundry and start being clothes again? What is the line?
I think laundry. I mean, they're still. They don't stop being clothes when they're in your washer.
Yeah.
No. But you don't say I'm doing my clothes. You don't even say I'm cleaning my clothes. You say I'm doing the laundry.
I've said I'm washing
I'm washing my clothes.
You
Yeah,
pull
I've
the
said I'm
laundry.
washing.
You pull the laundry out of the dryer
Yeah.
and hang up your clothes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, Rusty, I think you could use the terms interchangeably, and nobody would really care.
What's Koga?
Honestly, Nathan, fuck off.
It says something about him being a ninja.
It does.
I don't know.
Well, what's his type?
The poison type ninja master or something like that.
The poisonous ninja master.
Ah, very close.
So Winged Robot says if it's dirty or not. I take a bit of, like, I see where Rusty's coming from. You know, it's in that, I would think it's when...
It becomes laundry when it's going through the laundering process.
Like, because, like, you can wear a pair of jeans more than once, right? So... My mother took umbrage with that statement a little bit. But, like, you can wear, like, a pair of jeans more than once. You know, things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's... Once you've decided that this is a dirty item, you know, article of clothes that it needs to be washed. So at that point it becomes laundry, you know, and then it I guess in your definition would become clothes again either once they're hung up or like folded. I think once they're ready to be...
Yeah, they're no longer anywhere in the laundering process.
Yeah, they have to be actually out of the laundry process. Again, including being folded. It's still a lot. It's, you know, would under I think the definition qualification you're looking for
you
there.
fold your laundry.
Unless you're a teenage boy, then if it's on your floor and your mother yells at you, it immediately becomes all laundry again.
Thank you, Mom.
That was a bit of a call-out post for your boy, but that's all right. But yeah, no, I think in kind of what you're asking, I think the way I would see that definition is once it's like clean and prepared to be put into wherever it gets stored for you to wear. You know, after it gets folded. Thanks, Rusty, for that. That is you posting as Cobrastryke, right?
Yeah.
Clothes are always clothes until they're laundry.
See, they don't stop being clothes when you put them in the water.
That's right. They're still clothes, but then they also become
They are also laundry.
Yeah.
They are a dual.
Laundry being a subset of clothing.
Right. Bitman, it's going pretty well. Nathan's grinding up for the Blaine fight, and
I'm making my way through the cinema gym.
Yeah.
We're arguing about laundry, Bitman.
Yeah. And we're not arguing. We are just
Because this is the best stream.
We are
Rusty posed the question.
the philosophers of our day.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're not arguing about laundry. We're philosophizing about laundry.
And Rusty posed the question: what is the dividing line between when you call something laundry and when it's clothes? Again, I think
What
laundry.
I said was, when does something stop being laundry and start being clothes again? Because that's a funnier way to say the question.
Yes. Now I do think that that I want to make the point that laundry can be more than clothes, because that could include like your bed sheets, towels, you know, linens, things like that. So
Yeah.
I think,
Droidcraft, you do make a good point. A thing can be two things.
yeah, no, it absolutely can. You know, again, they never stop being clothes until you are ready for them to stop being clothes. You know, there are plenty of times when a T-shirt becomes a rack. You know, things like that.
I'm going to do a little bit of inventory management.
Do you want to look at your TMs again? Okay. But he's going to go buy healing items. Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
There's something really important that you need to have right now. Nathan, it is very important for this next fight that you have something.
Oh, you're right, Ian.
Nathan,
Better have full heal.
you better... Fuck you. You better have burned heal.
Burn heal is objectively worse than full heal. Full heal is objectively the better item.
Yeah, but it's also more expensive. And as we've discussed on this, you are the biggest cheapskate in Pokemon history.
I'm up there. This week somebody did ask me a question, is it worth it to spend a bunch of money early in Slateport to get the Luck Incense? And I actually went through the process of calculating when he would have made his money back based on which trainers he would have bought.
Nathan?
Yeah. He would have made his money back by the time he beat all the trainers on cycling.
Are there times when you feel like your father's son?
Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do those times exist?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, our father, the CPA, the certified public accountant. You ever feel like that some days?
Flash this boy down.
That was smart.
Thank you.
By the way, Nathan and I have sworn that we will never become accountants.
Do a
Safety heal.
cheeky heal here.
Also, I think I did forget to mention that way back in the beginning, we are on set mode. So during the important fight in this so far, should we mention that we are on set mode? So
1, 2, 3, and now I'm at +6.
and now, Pip Pip. I don't know. Pip kills everything. I don't know. I'm still workshopping it.
Yeah, it does.
Snorlax's good.
It's got a body and surf.
Yes, actually, we have attempted the Emerald Kaizo.
Yes, we did.
Nathan put himself through that.
Yes. You can actually go to our YouTube channel. Just search Cobrastryke Lightningbolt, and it's actually all the VOD is uploaded there. We Nuzlocked it to about Norman and wiped, and so I'm like, okay, we're just gonna play through it from here.
It became a just normal playthrough at that point.
Yeah.
It was a long, drawn out.
Yeah. It was difficult.
Well, and we say we moved to a normal playthrough. He did not allow himself to catch anything else.
Yes, that's true. I
He
did
kept
at
the
that
team
point.
that he had at the point that he fought Norman.
Yeah. I locked myself into the Pokemon that I had caught up until that point.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to catch any new Pokemon after that. So I still wanted like some semblance of a challenge.
Not that it wasn't a challenging run to begin with.
Yes. Long story short is it was a long and difficult run that I'm very glad I did.
Yeah,
I'm glad I have it behind me. I'm glad I did it. I don't know if I would ever do it again.
You are glad that it is done.
Yes. Yes, I am.
In the past tense.
Next, I have. I'm going to go back and do. What's her name? Sabrina.
I'm actually looking at it right now, and it is our longest. It is our longest series, like actual specific series, at 18 individual episodes. That, if you want to go check it out, there is the link to the playlist.
Yep.
And for some reason, right now, it's on my phone. It's double sharing all of the posts.
Interesting.
So, yeah. But no, it was a long, arduous journey that we that we got through, and are better for it. I don't know. We're certainly.
Well, yeah, we did that run in what, 2019. If there was anything that could prepare us for 2020, it was a long, horrible slog full of terrible traps and tedium.
There's no way we did that in 2019.
The Kaizo run? That was during this year.
Yeah, I
Was
was gonna
that-
say that had to have been 2020.
That was during pandemic.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The passage of time, man.
Like, I get it. No, the first episode was uploaded 6 months ago. The first episode was uploaded July 5th.
Okay, so it was this year. Okay. So we just decided to do that during a horrible pandemic. I understand.
Yeah.
Nathan, one person decided to do that. You did not even tell us
That's
what
true,
you
I
were
did
doing.
keep it from you guys.
Yeah.
You did literally tell us we were not allowed to know until the stream started.
That's
Don't
true.
you we?
Yeah, no, the
Who
finale
is this we?
the finale was uploaded 2 months ago.
Okay. I don't know. It feels like November took a while.
Yeah,
No, it's-
Bitman, I think it might be possible
Oh, it's definitely
to
possible.
Nuzlocke, but
It'll take you a couple tries.
Well,
Wow. You gotta know it. I don't think it is possible to blind Nuzlocke.
no,
There are too many traps, too many surprises, and too much randomness built into it.
no, like
You have to come in with a plan and take steps to make sure that plan goes accordingly to be able to Nuzlocke it.
like
effectively.
you've
Or at all.
gotta get incredibly lucky on a lot of fights. Like you have to have the perfect luck on a lot of fights. You know, you gotta have
I would say you maybe even need to do some manipulation to make it happen.
yeah.
To
Not
do a
impossible.
legit Nuzlocke.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I say it's incredibly unlikely to be able to do it.
So the reason I saved this particular badge for last is because Dizzy and Eggplant are both weak to Psychic, and Psychic is the most OP type in this generation.
in
So are
Gen
you
1
just gonna try to run it with Snorlax again?
I'm considering it.
So in Gen 1, Psychic was the best type. From then on, it's been... Yeah, no, like, we went into it, like, almost completely blind. We actually lost once. Restarted it, got to Norman, wiped on the Norman fight, and said...
Well, and at that point I had said, well, okay, if I wipe again, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
And eventually I did against the Norman,
yeah.
which I don't feel particularly bad about because that Norman fight, man.
That Norman fight is like when... Like, it was definitely, like, difficult, like a difficulty spike up there, and then that Norman fight, you're like, oh, okay. No, there's gotta be more than one RNG. No, like you've, like, once you get past Norman, I think every gym has a legendary from then on.
Yeah, sounds right.
So like, yeah, no, you have to, like you have to have the stats to be able to handle a legendary, and that damn that damn Steven fight, holy crap! Like, when it was happening, like I was like doing like the base stat totals of like that team.
Yeah,
Like, that's nuts.
we got it done. That's what's important.
We got it done because you abused save states.
You know what? I don't have a comment on that. And I don't have
Yeah. The hack author abused game design. So
Well, and yeah, they just like they just made stuff in your favor where you couldn't. There were things that you could not do anything about. So he can't bite this Haunter because it's normal.
And use them. Block the exit.
So yeah.
oh yeah, they had to use ghosts in here to fill in their types because there's only one psychic type in the game,
Two.
unless you count Mewtwo.
Two non-legendary psychics.
Drowsy, Hypnos,
Oh,
Pokemon,
yeah, okay.
Jinx,
Drowsy and I always
Execute, Executor. They're psychic types.
okay.
No, I straight up forgot about Jinx and no, there's
I legitimately always forget about Drowsy in any kind of counting, unless you talk about Pokemon with weird, creepy fingers. Then I remember Drowsy.
You do have weird creepy fingers.
The 3D animations did not do Drowsy any favors.
Or they did Drowsy all of the favors depending on how you look at that. You fell? I don't think you fell.
try and do them in an order where I basically, because of the normal trainers, they kind of form a sort of horseshoe shape.
Yeah.
So I try and go from bottom right up and around to bottom left.
See, nah, I don't do that. I just
Whichever one you happen to into
Yeah.
first.
yeah. I don't try to plan that.
Let's go back to talking about Drowsy. The new Drowsy animations make me want to invent a word to describe what they are doing, and that word is fingling.
You really said that out loud, didn't you?
It really describes, like, really viscerally what's wrong with what's happening.
You're right. It is a visceral wrong description.
The word you said was visceral and wrong. You're right.
And that is exactly what visceral and wrong describes what I see when I look
Okay.
at these modern Drowsy animations.
Counterpoint. Language is supposed to be there for the betterment of humans, and you made me think about that with that term, so no.
Ian, let me counterpoint again. I'm going to make a statement. Ian, I'm about to show you something fingling. Do you want to see it?
No!
My language helped me to communicate the problem to you, and you knew immediately that you didn't want to see it. That language, that word that I invented, bettered your day. Because you were able to say, no, I don't want to see the fingling.
Hey, Rusty.
Hey, what?
My fingling.
Shut your goddamn mouth. They're lies, Nathan. And today, you crossed one of those lines.
Yep.
So Rusty got a good mic. You want to know how I know Rusty got a good mic? Because it's cutting off the top end of his laughs.
This one. This one. Down. There we
Yep.
go. Okay. And
Did you know that this gem never changes its layout in any generation?
To my knowledge, that's correct. Though it's been a minute since I've played Let's Go. I think they changed it in Let's Go because it's like on the top of like the skyscrapers where you teleport around.
I don't know.
But I think the layout of the teleporters is the same.
I don't remember. Light screen. I'm gonna amnesia here. I'm gonna rest this on. Mister.
God, I forgot.
Gonna rest back there.
God, I forgot you had recovered.
It's only a matter of time. It can't reduce your stats, and you can keep resting. So,
Yeah.
oh, and
now-
it's done.
What? It's important to remember that in Generation 1, AI does not have power points. So they can use their moves indefinitely. So I can't, there's no such thing as TP stalling out an AI opponent.
Not a good one.
Not in Gen 1. Eventually, I will run out of power points. All right. On. Now we have our marsh badge.
We do have our marsh badge. And then there was what?
So if I'm remembering correctly, Giovanni's about level 50. So I think I'm going to try and get some grinding.
Yeah, there's not a way that we can look that up. I'm looking it up.
No way. I know just the spot to do.
Oh, you're not going to get this. Do you know what Giovanni's nickname is?
Boss Rocket.
No.
What?
The self-proclaimed strongest trainer.
That's alright.
I mean, he's been beaten by a child 3 times. Hold on. It's gonna take me a second to actually get there. Gym battle is right on his 50.
Had a funny feeling.
And then his right horn is 45. Dugtrio is 42. Nido Queen 44. Nido King 45. Right on 50.
And I want to be level 50 at least, because, or level 51 at least, because...
Ooh, I got this. I know why. Because the Rhydon knows both Fissure and Horn Drill.
Yep.
I didn't realize he knew both.
Why? They don't function any differently, right?
Correct.
Nope, they're just typing.
Actually,
Yes,
that was,
they do. Because they give coverage for each other. Fissure can't
Right.
hit a flying type, and Horn Drill can't hit a ghost. So they cover each other. And again, because they don't have power points, you worry about running out. We're doing this.
I did not know that AIs didn't have PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Not in Gen 1. See, I knew he had Fissure. I didn't realize that he had both Fissure and Horn Drill. So,
But that's not the point I was trying to make with Sabrina. The point I was trying to make was it was very difficult for you to lose because you already had the stat boosts and had rest, and it wasn't doing enough damage to you that you wouldn't be able to outrest the damage, and you would eventually hit through the confusion,
Yeah.
which you did.
I did.
he did.
That was the point that I was trying to make.
Burp.
I wasn't considering PP at all.
See, I always do this all at once.
I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be kind of boring if I just sit here and grind all at 51. So what we may go ahead and do is we may just end stream a little bit early tonight, and then we'll come back and do Giovanni plus next stream. I don't think we'll get all the way through the Elite Four.
Yeah. But we'll do at least Giovanni rival fight and Victory Road.
At least get 2 Victory Road. Probably. So I think we'll just go ahead and end it kind of early tonight. Give us a bit of a night off. Not that I don't love you guys, but I just think that'd make for bad TV.
Yeah.
Go ahead and save it.
Okay, so join us back here tomorrow.
Probably not tomorrow. I don't know if we're doing anything on Thursday or not.
Fine. Jesus. Call me out right in front of God and the internet and everybody. Join us back Friday. I will be playing my Blind White 2 run.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Nathan and friends will be, at least for a little while, doing the new demo for Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah. There's a that's the demo. It only has 2 missions to it, so I don't think we'll spend the entire stream doing it.
Yeah.
We'll probably swap back to Monster Hunter World after that. Excuse me.
And then
That's for you creeps on the internet.
you're on a website now.
Told you I had allergies.
But then starting back on Tuesday,
Yep.
maybe, Rusty will be driving the boat once again. So
Yep.
if any of that sounds interesting, please stop on by.
Yep. Have a good night.
Get out of here.
Goodbye!